What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Monday. It is August 26th. We are back. Next Thursday is football. We're very excited. We cannot wait, but we are still here with baseball. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We have 2 giveaways every single day. Like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. If this video gets at least 50 likes, you have a chance at a free week of FTA+. 100 likes is a free month, 150 likes is a free year, 200 or more likes on this video or any of our videos, a chance at a lifetime pass. The second way to win, somewhere in this video I'll say a keyword. All you got to do is type that keyword in there, have a chance at a free week on top of it. You could win both of them. We've had that multiple times now. The better chances you have, come back every day, leave a comment with your original comment and the keyword to have the better chances at winning. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 2 winners from yesterday. So yesterday's video had 129 likes. So we're going to roll right here, and we are going to see who the winner of the free month of FTA Plus is. Now that'll give you a month of MLB. That'll give you the first 3 weeks of NFL. That's going to give you NASCAR. That's going to give you PGA. That is going to give you MMA as well. So we're very excited, and we are going to roll that right now. And this will be for the person who wins a free month. Johnny Nappy, 2009. So the keyword was some stake, some sort, and let me know the kind of stake you had. So you did have the keyword, but we're going to re-roll it. So you do have a chance to win, have your comment be picked yet again, and come back every day for this. So congratulations, Johnny or John. All I need you to do is email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1 at gmail.com. And let me know if you have a username on the site. If you do, let me know your username, and we will get you set up for a free month. If you do not have a username already, let me know a username and email you would like, and we will set you up with a free month on the website. So that is the first one. But let's pick another winner and see who and it could be John again. We've had that before. This will be for the person who has the keyword of stake of some sort. There you go. Jauga. Congratulations. Email me. Let me know your username on the website. In the subject line, say 826 keyword winner, and we will get you set up for your free week. And it's that simple, everybody. Now, this video for Monday is going to be a little bit different. Normally, we break down everything. We go through every single game, every single pitcher, every single batter. But we have some bad storms rolling through, and the power's kind of flickering. I don't know how much time I have. So we're going to change it up a little bit today, just for today's video. If you guys like it, we can continue it this way. But there's 2 slates we can look at, 4-game early and then a 6-game main slate. We are going to go through each slate, give you our favorite pitchers and top 5 batters at each position. So this is kind of part of our cheat sheet, but I just don't know how much time I have today with the power, and I don't want to record a 35-minute video and then the power goes out and it doesn't save. So we're going to get through it. If you like it this way, let me know. Towards the end of the video, we're going to give you the top 5 pitchers on the slate that have have the best matchups against teams that strike out the most. We call that pitches be crazy. And then at the very end, we're doing simulations now. After those simulations end, we're going to give you all of the batters that have the early 10 out of 10 matchup rating. If you want to see them in their full glory, they are on the website under the MLB tab, which you can find right here. $10 a week. I have heard people are having trouble signing up, but you guys, I need you to email me. Let me know if you guys have signed up and your card has been declined. It is our payment processor site, and if that's the case, their engineers need to get in on it and fix it. So I don't have any proof, but if you guys can show me proof, I can send it to them and we can fix it. If you need, you can email me, and we can always use PayPal, Venmo, CashApp if you guys want to get part of FTA+. So that being said, we have a 4-game early slate here. We don't have a ton of pitchers. We are looking at pitchers, though. I love Zach Wheeler here. I know the matchup here against Houston's not the best. Houston hits very well. I'm still looking at Zach Wheeler, and he's under 10K. I like that a lot. Next one, and call me crazy, Nestor Cortez. He's got a 4 ERA. It's lowered. I know he's been better. He's been better at home, obviously, 2.79 compared to 5.45. But he's had back-to-back really good games, and even I know it was against the White Sox. Even against the White Sox, on the road, he had a fantastic game with 9 Ks. I'm thinking he's going up against Washington. It's a tournament play only, especially with 4 games, everything is. I don't mind Nestor Cortez as number 2, and you're going to get a little bit of value at 8,000. Number 3 for me is Mitch Keller against the Cubs. Splits-wise, he's already faced him once this year, went 6 innings, 2 earned runs. The problem was he only had 3 strikeouts, so hopefully he can get a little bit more strikeouts there, and we can go with that. But again, we have a couple of weather concerns in these games between Philly, Houston, and New York at Washington. My third favorite one, or fourth favorite pitcher is Ronel Blanco, going up against Philly. Now, Philly's a great hitting team. Blanco has not faced them before, and he is coming off a pretty bad start against Boston where he gave up 5 earned runs. So I do not mind him here for tournaments. And then Taillon. I am definitely looking at Jameson Taillon against Pittsburgh. He has great career numbers. He's already faced him once this year. Only went 4.2 innings, 4 Ks, but had 3 earned runs. So he didn't do much against them. But we look at his splits. When he's on the road, it is a little bit worse, but I will have some Taillon because he is 7,400. And I really want nothing to do with Parker, and I want nothing to do with Alec Marsh. And then Logan Allen getting called up. He's got a 5.56 ERA, going up against Kansas City. I would be stacking Kansas City. You guys know the stacks that we like. And if you want to see the full stacks and the players that we like in those stacks, that is part of the premium content, MLB cheat sheet, part of everything. But you got simulations, projections, we got cheat sheet, prop bets, we've got it all. If you want to see the stacks that we like the most and the players that we like, go check out FTA+. So if we are looking at the catcher position today, we are looking at ones that we like. JT Realmuto, I do like him against Ronel Blanco if I'm not using him. Salvador Perez against a lefty pitcher. Salvador Perez against a lefty pitcher. I like him, number 2. They're pretty interchangeable there. Number 3, I like Yainer Diaz. 4, if you think he's going to struggle on the road, Keibert Ruiz going up against Nestor Cortez. I do not mind him. And then Freddie Fermin coming in, going up against the lefty. I love me some Freddie Fermin, who's batting .301 with 6 home runs this year so far. Moving to the first base position. Bryce Harper, I think, is number 1 against Ronel Blanco. He is very expensive, but I think I like his matchup here. Pasquantino, I like him here, number 2. Even, it's still following the position here. I still like him, number 2. Number 3 might be a little bit surprised. I think I like Michael Busch a little bit against Mitch Keller. Michael Busch, number 3. Number 4 is Rowdy Tellez, so you can save a little bit of money. Come down here to 3,100 against Taillon. And number 5 is Josh Naylor. He's been absolutely on fire this year. That's where I'm going in that direction for the top 5 for first base. Second base, I think number 1 right now. It could change, but he's been heating up for the Yankees. I think Gleyber Torres is number 1 going into this, especially since if he's leading off, I love him leading off. If he's leading off, he has so much more value than if he's hitting in like the 6th hole where he was before. So I like him, number 1. Number 2 is Jose Altuve. Altuve's absolute beast. Doesn't matter if he's leading or going against a lefty or righty. He's got a ton of leadoff home runs. This is on the road though, but I still like him, number 2. Number 3 might be surprising, but IKF, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, going up against Jameson Taillon, former teammates. I think they were teammates for a season. Got him there at number 3. Number 4 is Nico Horner going up there against Mitch Keller. And number 5, I've got Bryson Stott coming in against Ronel Blanco. So Blanco is a tournament pick, but looking at these bats, we might like to stack against him. We'll see. Once we do all the simulations, all the news comes out, all the weather throughout the day, that'll help determine the stacks that we like, and we'll see if we're on or off of Ronel Blanco today. Third base on the early slate, Jose Ramirez. I don't think it's a surprise. Going up against Alec Marsh, I love Jose Ramirez. Just a beast. I mean, dude is batting .274 with 33 bombs this year. Lower batting average than what we're used to. And then at home, he's batting .291 with 16 home runs. So it's very up and down. And he's got the stolen bases are there. Seems like he's getting 1 or 2 stolen bases every game if he's not hitting a home run. So I love him there. Number 2 is Jazz. This one's more of a tournament pick. It's been a minute since he's done, it's about every other game he does something. He didn't do anything yesterday, so that brings us to him on the road, obviously going up against Mitchell Parker in Washington. He has seen them before and played in this ballpark, being with the Marlins, so I like him. Number 2. Number 3 is Alex Bregman. Again, it's following the order here. Number 4 is Alec Boehm. I like Alec Boehm. And then number 5, I like Isaac Paredes here going up against Pittsburgh. Moving to the shortstop position. Number 1, O'Neal Cruz. For his price, I like him. Obviously, Bobby Witt Jr. is in a fantastic matchup against a lefty here. I like him number 2. It's just he is very expensive. It is very hard to build a lineup with him unless you find a lot of value. So that's where we're at when we look at that. Number 3 is Trey Turner going up against Ronel Blanco. So if you think Blanco's going to have a bad day, Turner's there. But again, another very, very expensive option. We do have C.J. Abrams. He is a lefty, but he does hit lefties pretty good. Going up against going up against Nestor, back-to-back games with 2 hits, stolen bases as well. When he gets on, he gets stolen bases, especially if Austin Wells is catching behind the plate. They do run on him. So C.J. Abrams could be a sneaky option at 5,400 if you want to put him number 1 because of the stolen base potential. I honestly get that as well. And then number 5, depending on where we're at, a little bit of Anthony Volpe, but he has struggled mightily. If you look at his game logs, it's a couple of games since he's done anything. Then did have a stolen base there. So when he gets on, he does steal bases, but it will really just depend on which Anthony Volpe we get and where he bats in the lineup. So you could always just flip it and go Dansby Swanson to save a little bit of money at 3,200 compared to 4,000 for Volpe. And then outfield, I don't think it's any Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, number 1 and 2. 3 is Stanton. I love a Yankee stack today. Stanton's been on fire, but I watch Boone sit Stanton today. I could see that. I think 4 is Kyle Schwarber. He's going to get you very boom or bust. So number 4 is Kyle Schwarber. And I think number 5, as of right now, is Brian Reynolds coming in against Tyon. I love Brian Reynolds here. His statistics back it up. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go look at our splits on the website under the MLB tab. You can go to batter splits, how they do against righties, how they do against lefties. Go check that out. Updated daily. So we've got that for you. So that is the early 4-game slate. Now we have a main slate that we can talk about. Moving on to the main slate. Pitching wise, not the best pitching slate. I will admit, for 6 games, it's not the best overall pitching. I have not looked at tomorrow, so I could definitely see. Remember, like last week, we had all the great pitchers going at the same time. Not so much here, but we are back. So we'll look at this. Just kind of looking at pitchers price-wise, fantasy point-wise. I don't mind Ryan Pepiot. Now, I say that. He's 8,200. He's got a great matchup against Seattle, who they strike out the most out of any team. But I do not love this main slate. I will put it that way. Probably tournament only for me. Number 2 is Bryce Miller going up against Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay is a very bad offensive team this year. Number 3 is very up and down. I think it's Bailey Ober for me because Atlanta strikes out as well. Number 4 is probably Max Fried, but again, Minnesota hit lefties well. Max Fried is 3.57 ERA, game log, not bad, not the 20 plus we need out of him. And when he's on the road, he is a little bit better on the road, so that's a little bit different. So I do have Max Fried at number 4. Number 5, I think it's Jose Barrios here. At Boston strikes out the 3rd most out of any team, and he's had 3 straight starts that were really good. One against Cincy, not the best matchups for him. Splits-wise, he has not faced Boston this year, but he has faced Boston in the past and had success. So we look at him, and I do not mind him at number 5. Then we move to the catcher position. Not the best day, like I said. Number 1, I think it's Sean Murphy or Travis d'Arnaud, depending on which one is starting or if they're both starting. I like Sean Murphy just a little bit more. Number 2, I still don't know how he is as athletic as he is. But Alejandro, where is he? Alejandro Kirk at 3,300. I do not mind him. Just he's portly. Let's put him. He's portly. Number 3 is Cal Raleigh going up against Ryan Pepio. If Cal Raleigh from the left side of the plate, I do not mind him. Number 4 is Connor Wong going up against Jose Barrios. And number 5 might be a little bit of surprise, but Jake Rogers. I don't mind Jake Rogers here in this matchup for him. Cheap option. You got Dirk Dingler or Dylan Dingler. That's got to be it. I feel bad for him when he was in high school. I truly feel bad. Yeah. Where is Rogers? 2,600. Very cheap option for you there. Moving on to the first base for the main slate. I think Vladdy obviously makes a lot of sense, number 1. Number 2 is Jake Berger. I love his versatility, and he gets to go into Coors, so he is expensive. But Berger has got 25 smashes this year. All like 5 straight games of positive fantasy points is exactly what we need. And again, he's got a great matchup here. I think number 3 is Michael Tolei going up against Edward Cabrera. I've got him there. Number 4, I've got Matt Olson going up against Bailey Ober. And number 5, I'm looking a little bit at Tristan Casas here, going up against Jose Barrios and coming off a home run against Arizona. A great matchup for him. They got swept by Arizona. I hate to see it. But yeah, I've got Tristan Casas at number 5. Second base today. Looking at second base, when we're trying to build fantasy points out there, might be a little surprising, but Connor Norby going up against Ryan Feltner at 3,700. Game logs, 3 straight games that, he's done everything they've needed him to do. And Trevor Rogers for Boston, or for Orioles, they sent him to AAA. Terrible. I told you guys, absolutely trash trade. I said, I don't know why the Orioles, they're a good team, traded for Trevor Rogers, who was bad. Connor Norby has been absolutely on fire. He's 3,700 still in Colorado. Let's get some value out of him there. Number 2 is Brendan Rodgers in that same game. Number 3 is Xander Bogaerts going up against Kyle Gibson. Number 4 is Brandon Lau. And number 5 is Colt Keith going up against Davis Martin in Chicago today. Third base for me, obviously, Vladdy and Jake Berger are both interchangeable between first and third. So if you guys want to find other value, that's the options you can do there. But number 1 here is Rafi Devers against a righty. Love Devers here at home. Absolutely mashes. Number 2 is Ryan McMahon. You're going to get a little bit of value at home at 4,800 for some reason. Number 3 is Manny Machado going up against Kyle Gibson. Number 4 is Royce Lewis. And number 5 for me is Nolan Arenado going up against Randy Vasquez. So I do love a St. Louis stack against Vasquez a little bit more than I probably should today. Then we get to shortstops. A lot of day-to-day, a lot of IL stints here. A ton of them up top. So that brings us... I forgot about Trevor Story. I forgot all about Trevor Story. He hasn't hit at all. Or he did? I forgot all about that. That man. Anyway, number 1 is Ezequiel Tovar at home. He is very expensive, yes, but comes to the table 271 with 19 bombs. I love him there, 751 OPS. Number 2 might be a little bit surprising, but Mason Wynn, number 2. Number 3 is Ernie Clement, who's helped us through a lot of games lately. 4 is David Hamilton. I don't mind him as a cheaper option. And number 5 is Willie Castro. You're going to get a little bit of savings there, and hopefully he helps us and brings home the bacon for us. And then outfield today, we've got Britton Doyle, number 1. He's very expensive. He's absolutely on fire. He's been at home, 21 bombs. I love this. If you look at his splits at home, 10 home runs at home, batting .330 with 13 stolen bases. So he does everything really well at home. Number 2 is Jarren Duran. Number 3 is a little bit surprising, but Riley Green against Davis Martin. 4 is Luis Robert. And 5 is Jesus Sanchez. So there you have it. That is the early slate. That is the main slate. Top 5s at each position. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. For pitches be crazy, number 1, this is overall. This isn't by slate. This is just overall if you're looking at bets. Ryan Pepiot at Seattle. Number 2 is Edward Cabrera at Colorado. 3 is Jose Barrios at Boston. 4 is Jameson Taillon at Pittsburgh. And number 5 is Bailey Ober versus Atlanta. So again, that's Ryan Pepiot, Edward Cabrera, Jose Barrios, Jameson Taillon, and Bailey Ober. Now, all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating through the early simulations of the day right now. Number 1 is Brenton Doyle. Number 2 is Aaron Judge. Number 3 is Michael Toliai. 4 is Bobby Witt Jr. 5 is Ian Happ. 6, Jonah Bride. 7, Jake Cronenworth. 8, Jurickson Profar. 9, MJ Melendez. 10, Vladdy. 11, Jackson Merrill. 12, Xander Bogaerts. 13, Alec Burleson. And 14, Luis Arraez. So if we look at all of these, the early simulations really like San Diego as a top stack. They like Kansas City as a top stack against Logan Allen. And Colorado at home. Now, Colorado's going to be expensive to build around, but Colorado at home makes a lot of sense as well. So there you have it. That is the breakdown of the early slate, the main slate, all top 5s at each position. We've got the pitches be crazy, all of the pitchers that have a great matchup against teams that strike out the most, and all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. So if you liked it this way, let us know down below. Or if you like it the old way, let me know as well. I just didn't know if I would have enough time before the power completely goes out. So hopefully you guys have had a great Sunday, have a great Monday. We are inching our way to NFL content. We do have, if you are interested in NFL, a season-long NFL pass for $75, you can CashApp, Venmo, or PayPal. All you got to do is email me asking about the season pass for NFL. That's $75 for the entire season, or it's $30 a month. So you're for every sport, but you're basically paying half for NFL. If you're interested in that, I've had a few people reach out and sign up. We have a few spots available left for that season pass. So if you're interested, email me dfshelp1@gmail.com and say you're interested in the NFL only season pass. Good luck today on MLB. We will be back with a full slate tomorrow. And let's bring home some bacon. Peace.